Hello once again, faithful. Welcome back to the first playoff edition of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. If you're like me and got to experience the 49ers Cowboys rivalry of the 90s, or even if it was before your time, it feels so great to be able to do a review of a playoff win over the Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco was able to jump out to a commanding 23-7 lead by the fourth quarter and were able to hold on just long enough to come out of Dallas with a win and a trip to the divisional round. The Cowboys had a ton of speed on defense and were physical up front and were able to contain the 49ers rushing attack at times. But in the end, the diversity of the run game that Kyle Shanahan was able to use, as well as some key third down conversions by Jimmy G, allowed San Francisco to keep pounding the ball and score points. On defense, they were able to limit the explosive play, make solid tackles, and control the line of scrimmage while harassing Dak Prescott. Alright y'all, let's jump to the film and look at how San Francisco was able to move past Dallas and on to Green Bay. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. On defense, the Cowboys are fast and aggressive, which you can use against them. Here, we're going to run a split zone. Up front, this will look like a Y zone, but we'll bring Juszczyk back across to kick out the M-loss or M-man on line of scrimmage, and Kittle will go up to the second level. You can see at the snap how aggressive Dallas was in pursuit of the outside zone. Kearse, the safety, moves towards the run action, and this sets up Kittle for a block that springs Debo for a big gain on the opening drive. Then next, we'll come with a little play action to again take advantage of their aggressiveness. Again, they're going after Kearse. We'll give a quick run fake and then hit Ayuk on a quick slant for a nice gain. Notice how Kyle is going after the same spot in the misdirection. He's doing this to slow down that backside pursuit for later in the game. So we're again going to go with the split zone. This time with a wide front, and Dallas is going to counter with pressure off the edge. But this misdirection is going to cause Parsons to hesitate just a second. As the play develops, you'll see he's supposed to be the guy to fill this hole. It's there, he's supposed to go and attack it, and this would be no gain, but he hesitates as Kittle gets up on him, and Mitchell is able to burst through for a nice gain. So now Dan Quinn is going to bring pressure, man coverage, and simplify the assignments. We're going to motion Mitchell out wide, which in man coverage will draw Vander Esch out and run a tunnel screen to Debo. It doesn't even matter that Dallas had an offsides penalty because the well-timed call is going to allow us to get a hat on a hat in the screen game for another chunk gain to set up first and goal. Then we're going to get the first score of the game with Elijah Mitchell. It's just a toss play. When I was in high school, this was our bread and butter play. We called it flash. But you're going to get a crackdown block on the end, Parsons by Ayuk. And Compton and Mack have to get to the second level to slow these two guys down. Then you'll have Juszczyk one-on-one on the corner. This is just how you draw it up. Great blocks all around, get Mitchell in for the touchdown. On defense, we were able to completely stifle Dallas's rushing attack with dominant play from the front seven. Here, Dallas is going to run an inside zone. Linebackers are taught to read the offensive lineman through to the backfield, meaning they're watching the lineman in front of them to tell them the play. If they fire out low, it's a run. If they stand up and sit back, it's a pass. If a lineman pulls, you follow them to the play. If they double team down, you fill your gap hard. They're taught to first take a read step to meet any run play, then attack what they've read. Watch how quickly our linebackers read this play and go fill their gaps, leaving nowhere for Elliott to go. Then on third down, a mix of good coverage disguise and good pass rush execution lead to the first sack of the game. We're going to show this shell look, which doesn't tip anything to Prescott pre-snap. This looks like cover 4, it could be cover 4 palms, it could be cover 2 zone, it could be cover 6. Dallas is going to have a verticals concept called, which is a cover 2 zone beater that would look to put the half field safety in a horizontal stretch. But at the snap, you'll see we're going to be running cover 3 buzz. This defeats the verticals concept, and so Dak's first progression is taken away. This is what allows the stunt up front to get home. We're going to come with a stunt here where we'll bring Armstead and Key across the line and bring Bosa around up the middle. Back on offense, we're able to convert a third down off a really nice throw by Jimmy G. We first put Jennings in motion, and with the defender trailing him, it reveals man coverage. Dallas shows too high, but did this a number of times in the game where they'd go cover 1 robber to try and take away the middle of the field. Jennings has really emerged as a target on these plays on these routes. He just runs a great route. He stems his release outside and immediately gains outside leverage. This is what Jimmy is looking for on the play, so the moment he sees Jennings win with leverage, he starts the throw. Really nice timing as Jennings isn't even out of his break yet, and this ball is perfectly placed for a first down on 3rd and long. Next, we'll come with more misdirection. Here we're going to run a counterplay. Here's the problems that Kyle Shanahan's run game presents. Watch this end man, because we can run it down the line and cut back, and we can also run these around the end. He's going to first attack down, feel the block from Sherfield, then widen back out, which sets up Brunskill's kickout block, and Sherfield is able to get up on Curse. Trent Williams has just mauled down the end of the line, and now you have Juszczyk up on Van Der Esch, and Juice makes a heck of a lead block, and we get a nice gain with Mitchell, and this leads to a field goal on the drive. Back on defense, the play of Ambry Thomas has been a huge boon for the secondary. Here we're showing cover 3 zone, and Dallas is going to have a simple play called that should beat cover 3 all day. It's a little stick concept, where you'll have a short curl, a stick route, which will be a short curl against zone and a quick out versus man, and a quick out. Versus zone, this looks to put the curl flat defender in a horizontal stretch. At the snap, you see Dak read Tart, the curl flat defender, and so he's going to throw the outside out route. Thomas, though, does a really nice job of reading the concept and attacking from his deep third zone, forcing an incomplete pass. That's really good stuff from a rookie to identify what he's seeing and attack it quickly. Just awesome, awesome stuff. Then on 3rd down, the pressure and good pass rush are going to force a holding call to back Dallas up. Eric Armstead is going to draw the attention of the center so they make sure they can get 2 guys on him. This frees up Arden Key for a one-on-one with the left guard. He's just going to destroy the guard with a bull rush and draw a hold. Then Kyle comes back with more misdirection. We'll run Ayuk on a jet sweep, and 2 things. First, this causes Parsons to take himself completely out of the play. Second, it's going to cause Van Der Esch to hesitate just long enough for Williams to get a piece of him. And that's the guy that Ayuk is then able to beat to the corner for a first down. Here, we're trying to run one of our staples where we bunch this up, run a short post, and a quick out. We've run this against man and zone this year. We hit a big 3rd down to Debo on this short post against the Eagles in week 2. But Dallas covers us really well, and then Jimmy and Ayuk do a heck of a job off schedule to pick up a 3rd down, which leads to another field goal. The one knock on our defense in the first half was giving up this touchdown to Amari Cooper. The only issue I have here is that this is a recurring theme that does give me pause. We've been very susceptible to fade routes from the slot this year. We got burned multiple times from this against Green Bay in week 3. But on our next drive, we hit another big play to Ayuk. We're actually trying to hit Debo on a corner post, the same play where Debo scored off the big pass from Trey Lance against the Texans. We're going to make it look like our wide zone, then make it look like our slide concept back, and instead of running Debo on the corner, you run the corner post. Dallas covers it really well though, and once the deep third corner vacates, we're going to hit Ayuk, who's turned up, and we get a big chunk gain that sets up another field goal. Back on defense, again, Dallas just couldn't run the ball hardly at all this game. Here they're going to try and run an inside trap play, but DJ Jones penetrates right off the snap and takes on the pulling guard, and Armstead eats up the double team, collapsing the play. It wasn't just the usual characters either. Here Dallas is going to try and run a screen pass to Elliott, but Givens sniffs it out the whole way and blows it up. We'll then see DJ Jones again on the left guard. He was abused badly in this game. The play forces an incomplete pass and a holding call. This is the play where Bosa got knocked out of the game. But it didn't slow down our pass rush much. Aminu is going to beat the left tackle, and we stay disciplined in coverage. You see why Prescott threw the ball behind his guy. He's seeing Warner and Williams in the throwing lane and Tark coming over the top, and it's an incomplete pass. More defensive line goodness. This is a well-executed blitz call. We don't blitz a lot, so when we do, we really have a chance to catch the offense off guard. Our blitzes are kind of like Kyle's offense. We'll show the same look so many times and do one thing, then we'll show the same look and do another and another. We will do so many things from the same look. Here, we have 3 defensive linemen to one side, and we'll run straight up rushes this way and isolate the backside. We'll run stunts and twists. We'll bring a 5-man pressure. We'll bring creeper blitzes. Here, we're going to bring Alshire and Warner up to present a 6-man threat. Dallas is keeping 6 into block, so they'll keep Elliott in and slide the center to the other side. But we're going to drop Warner out and bring K1 off the edge. This makes it impossible to block because the guard is the one responsible for Warner, and he's not going to be able to go and pick up the slot blitz. You see we run a twist up front, and this brings the right tackle down, giving an even shorter path to the quarterback. It's a miracle this play wasn't a sack, but Dallas gets no gain on the play. Dallas is going to bring in an extra offensive lineman as a fullback. They're really trying to get the run game going. But DJ Jones again, he's going to get into the backfield immediately and take on the full guard. And Greenlaw recognizes the play and fills his gap immediately, stuffing the run. Then we're able to show heavy pressure and back out, confuse Prescott, and get a sack. I showed this in my preview video that Arizona did this to Dallas as well. They showed heavy pressure by sugaring the A-gaps, then backed out. When they did that, Dak looked to go deeper with the ball. He does the same here. We back out, cover everything deep, and Armstead just does a great job on the play and gets the sack. Unfortunately, we have a bad roughing the kicker penalty on special teams that extends the drive. With their second chance, Dallas is going to try and hit a big play. Again, I talked about this in my preview video. Dallas wanted to push the ball down the field. That's what they want to do. So they brought in not 1, but 2 extra linemen in the backfield. They ran this play earlier in the game as a run. Then they ran the play I showed just a minute ago, and now they're going to try and hit a home run. They're going to run play action and then just have 2 go routes. But when your front 7 is playing as well as ours, no one on the back end bites on the fake. At all. Yet, even with Thomas in great position, and the safety pushing that direction, Dak goes for it anyways, and Ward misses a huge opportunity for a pick. But to close out another drive for Dallas, DJ Jones, come on y'all, this guy is the most underrated player we got. He's going to beat the left guard again and get a sack. Then after we punt and a penalty on Dallas, we come up with a big time turnover in the game. The Cowboys are just going to run a deep stick concept, and Dak just makes a poor read. I do also think that he was expecting the receiver to turn outside, but still, the read, as before, is on the curl flat, who's sitting right there and gets a pick on the play. And then Debo is just going to be Debo. Like I said at the beginning, Dallas is really aggressive, and that's what they do here. Debo is just going to take advantage of them overplaying the run and do the things that have made him a special player in this league. Back on defense, it wasn't just the pass rush. We played really good coverage for most of the game. Here, the Cowboys are going to run a deep over route and then have a short in route. They're hoping to get Warner to bite on the under route and hit the over route. But Fred sees it quickly and does a great job matching the over route. With his primary taken away and the pressure coming, Dak bails and the defensive line pursuit keeps him from getting a first down. Then on offense, we miss a huge opportunity on a third down. The Cowboys are in zone and we're going to run Ayuk on a blaze route. That looks like a dig, but will be an out route. Ayuk absolutely burns Diggs on the play, and this is a throw Jimmy just has got to make. He did have a sprained shoulder here, but man, that's a huge missed opportunity in this game. Again, gonna highlight the great coverage. It's another third down. Dallas is going to run a levels concept. We're going to be in cover 2 zone, and the levels looks to put the defense in a vertical stretch. But great job by both Warner and Greenlaw here. Warner doesn't bite on the under route and matches the dig, and Greenlaw is sitting on the short in route. Because Cooper sees Greenlaw sitting, he's going to throttle his route down and try and sit, and Prescott doesn't expect it. He's expecting Cooper to continue running, and it causes an incomplete pass. Then we're going to come with another really well-designed blitz. Dallas is going to try and help their offensive line by keeping a tight end in and a running back chip and release. We're going to bring a 6-man pressure, and again, Armstead is going to draw the center away. So we will be able to bring Greenlaw and Key to occupy the tackle and guard. And that will spring Ebukam off the edge and forces a quick pass from Prescott, and we're able to make a great tackle for a stop on third down. Back on offense though, we'll give Dallas some life with an errant pass. Jimmy G said the ball just got away from him. Said he didn't grip it right, which makes me think that's the thumb bothering him. Not a bad decision, just an errant throw. Either way, you can't have that in the playoffs. This leads to a breakdown on the defense. I think our guys thought that there was going to be a stunt on the outside. We give up contain and give Dak an easy score. But on fourth down, the next time Dallas gets the ball, we come with another great design blitz. So we showed this twice earlier in the game and backed out into coverage. Here we're coming with the full heat. They're keeping Elliott in a block, so we're going to come with Greenlaw and he's going to take on his outside shoulder. Aminu will attack the outside shoulder of the tackle, Key the outside shoulder of the guard, and Al-Shair will draw the center that way as well. And this will all open up a lane up the middle for Jimmy Ward to come free. This forces Dak to throw it up and a turnover on downs. Then, 4th and inches, a botched QB sneak. What got Jimmy so excited he didn't wait for Trent to be set? Well, he saw the defensive line shifting and not quite set, and he was trying to take advantage. But it all worked out as Dallas then came with the best quarterback draw in 49ers history. Well, that's it for this episode, y'all. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll have 3 more review videos to close out the year. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, I'll have links for that below. Also, make sure you hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live, as I'll be looking to get out a scouting video on the Packers tomorrow or Thursday ahead of our matchup in the divisional round. I feel like the Cowboys matched up better against us defensively than any other team in the playoffs, and also presented one of the more talented offenses left. We should match up very well against the Green Bay Packers this week, so I'm excited to see another 49ers playoff game. I won't say any more, as I'll leave that for the next video, but as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Niners.